You know what it is. You know what it is. Wednesday night. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Wars. We're gonna have to put that thing on mute. Ooh, what a week in the world of professional wrestling. What a week in the world of professional wrestling. Couple of things we must talk about. But first, I am King HP, and welcome to the Attitude Era podcast. This is the Wednesday Night Wars. This is a chance for you as a transfer portal member, whatever type of member, you get to be drafted, put on teams, and we get to debate some things. Now, tonight, it might not be too clear of a debate. Tonight might not be too crazy of a debate. You know what I mean? But we got some things we got to talk about, right? If you're in the world of professional wrestling, if you're casual to wrestling, if you're every week you're watching Dynamite, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, you're tape well, you don't tape record, but you're on it like that. There are some things this week that definitely are to be talked about, right? One, we can talk about the Hogan thing all we want. We did the special. Check it out. It's right here. Uh, the Rest in Peace show. Boom. We also a year ago did a double up. Check that out. It is beyond measure. You don't want to miss it. The thing I want to talk about, and we want to tap in, bring some of y'all on. Make sure you have your notification. Make sure you have your notification bell hit. WWE Unreal. Okay, this may draw backlash. This may be the thing you've been wanting to see your whole life. However you slice it, however you dice it, WWE Unreal on Netflix has definitely open the door to some things. So tonight is the night we may hear from you, we may not hear from you, but tonight is the night we definitely want to talk about a few things, a few key takeaways. And if you are a transfer portal member, if you were on the Horseman 97 or in the Click, the greatest team ever assembled, they talked about the Dream Team. Nah, they got it wrong. But let's be clear. WWE Unreal is I mean, it's more than what I expected. Okay, and I say that with all due respect. I don't know if I like it, love it, or hate it because I think I enjoyed it as if I watched it. If you haven't watched it, make sure to tap in. It's on Netflix. Um, I think there's a certain level of me as a fan that is happy to see this. It's different. It is it is very eye opening for I would think for the casual fan. One thing I think that is eye-opening regardless, is even the moments you think are real, unscripted, you're finding out even those are. It takes it takes some real moments. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, and there's repercussions in real life that go with that. So, and other moments like the beef between Triple H and Kevin Owens, that after he did the package pile driver, like, oh, he was not supposed to do that. We knew it was on the ban list, but no, they knew he was going to do it. They consented to it. So, some of the things take away from to me, it takes away from the overall. And what I mean is, if you ever watch the MCU, right? If you watch all the Disney Plus shows, some people felt the type of way about the Secret Invasion, the Skrulls taking over. They say it cheapened the Tony Stark thing because people were shaking his hand, wishing him, rest in peace, wishing him well, only to find out they weren't really who they were. Right? And it's like, oh, that's corny. To see what you think is authentic moments, right? And you're like, that's not that probably ain't scripted, but now they gotta run with it. Only to find out, like, yeah, y'all knew about it. Y'all are just the greatest actors on earth. Kind of it kind of takes away from the moment a little bit, right? I mean, that's just me personally. But I definitely wanted to get into it. Definitely wanted to see if we could tap into the Unreal versus reality. What things did you think were real, only to find out, like, wow, watching this, what things were you surprised about? Like, you seeing that WWE creative wants CM Punk to win the Rumble. I mean, that's what it is. And then a couple of ideas go and how they're trying to base it on this. I didn't see a single person pull up stats. We've talked about stats, and I'm a numbers guy, but they're going off of a feeling. And it's like, so they're really not going off the numbers. Like, who's our number one merch seller? Who's this? Who's that? Who's this? So it's very interesting, to say the least. So, as a more hardcore fan, as a podcaster, as a individual who talks wrestling, this show is excellent because there's more talking points than I got time for. But in the same breath, as a casual fan, where I just want to tune in, watch some good matches, see some things that I feel like are unscripted, and be like, oh man, that's crazy. It takes that away. So I think depending on the level of, uh, where you're at with your wrestling, um, background, right? Where you're at with that, I think that's where, what I'm saying. That's where we get. That's where we're at. I do want to say a couple of things. One, salute to CM Punk. Feel like I feel like maybe they follow him, right? We've talked about cornerstones on the show, and at the same time, I feel like he's one of those cornerstones. He's one of the guys you can base some stuff off of, and the needle will move. You got Roman Reigns, you got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, right? There's certain people that the WWE, they use the headline. John Cena, the needle will move. And it felt like Unreal, low key. It felt like CM Punk is one. If he's not he's one of the main characters for the show. Because we really, there's a lot of times we're following his path, we're seeing things through his eyes, and even when you see things like creative talking about it, like who's gonna win the Rumble, blah blah blah, and everybody's like Punk, 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 and then when they throw up the Jey Uso thing, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So salute to the WWE for having the cojones to even try a show like this. I definitely think that ultimately, when you try a show like WWE Unreal, you're looking at a lot of backlash. There was a lot of backlash prior to the show, right? Um, and then in the same regard, there's a lot of positive praise to it too. If I look at Twitter comments and I look at whatever, I see a nice little mixture. So I think it boils down to what type of fan you are. Are you the hardcore fan? Are you an 80s fan that came into the 90s and the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression? Like, did you progress that way? Or did you start late Attitude Era? You know what I'm saying? SCB, what up? What up? What up? What up? I see you in the chat. Um, I think it definitely matters, right? And when I watch, I'm about to rewatch all five, all them episodes again. I feel like as a major I would consider myself a major fan. I enjoy it. But if I'm speaking as a casual fan that just wants to, think think this doesn't sit well with me. It's not what I would think it would be. You know what I'm saying? It's a very interesting take though. Um couple little takeaways. I got my little notes with quotes. SCB, I'm doing great. Life is good, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no complaints. I ain't got no complaints. How many knew how many of y'all knew how powerful within the organization Bruce Pritchard was? I don't think anybody. If we would have sat up here, I know people will come on the pod and they'll say, "I've been knew." Everybody been know once they find out. Bruce Pritchard had people like apologizing to him. Even William Regal, my man who was Abyss. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting in gorilla position because there's still a hierarchy back there. It's insane. and to see like and it's just like a regular job. Your general manager, you have facility operations manager, you have maybe a safety here, you have a floor supervisor, there's a pecking order. You know what I'm saying? So even in WWE, you see a lot of these guys. You're like, oh, he used to be a star. Yeah, he might have been a regular star, no world titles, no Hall of Fame. But check this out: where he's at now within the company, he making big decisions. He making big decisions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Brother Love? You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to Brother Love? Brother Love in the back making decisions. So um what up, Dennis? We see you. Salute. If y'all didn't know, Wednesday Night Wars, August 27th is going down. One round wrestling bars battle. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dennis Legendary, aka Moose, he's taking on Z the Dropout, our very own. You know what I'm saying? There's some money on the line and all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you want to talk about Wednesday Night Wars and wrestling and all that? Yeah, we really gonna blend hip hop and battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Wrestling, and we gonna see what all comes out of that, you know what I'm saying? And again, Dennis and see the dropout August 27th. Make sure to have that set on your calendar. Make sure you have your notification hit as well. Also check out Dennis Legendary on X. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to check it out. He's got an event August 8th on Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? I'll be tapped in. Make sure you're tapped in. We all be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to be. Uh when it comes to Unreal, please in the chat help me out. Understand. I don't know if these are the only episodes or they got more coming. Because if they got more coming, I'm cool with it. I can deal with more of these episodes. But again, when you talk about timeline, I feel like in 6 months you should give us another fight. Take us from like WrestleMania to like SummerSlam. Take us from then. The next season will be like SummerSlam to Survivor Series, and then the next one will be Survivor Series back to WrestleMania. Um, SCB, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's a different perspective. It's a different look. Um, I wouldn't even know. I almost can't grade it, to be honest with you. It's very hard for me because there's different parts of me as a podcaster, as a wrestling guy who knows. I understand how booking works. If you've ever tried to write a comic or a book, um, science fiction, you understand the basic premise of booking and all that. Because again, I have to tell a story. These are my characters. This is what I can use. Blah blah blah. I have to go from here to here, and then I got to figure out where after that is. Do I want to end up here? Do I want to end up here? Do I want to break hearts? Do I want to? Do I want to make people happy? What's the overall? Do I want to confuse people? Do I want a mystery? Like, what are the things I'm trying to accomplish? It's no different. WWE picking Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble wasn't because just. I mean, it really was. I mean, they're just looking at what's hot, and they said the term young, but I think they were looking at more so what was fresh. And when I mean fresh, it's this is a guy who ain't been in the main event scene, right? Him, us interjecting him into that can interject new energy. And again, I don't know. I don't know if it was the right call or not. I'm gonna be honest. When you talk about what was on the board for WrestleMania, when you did y'all see that WrestleMania card that they were initially planning? That shit would have sold the house. You'd have had no empty seats, bro. It would have been very comparable to last year's. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see if I got a screenshot. They had a lot more matches for one, but two, like in mind, then you got contracts and stuff that you may not be able to maintain or keep. But in WrestleMania ideas and what they were shooting for versus what we got, if we would have got what they shot for, Gunther versus CM Punk was one of the matches. You know what I'm saying, for that world title. Where does that go? Because we saw Jey Uso won, so I'm assuming the CM Punk would have won. So CM Punk comes back after 10 years and he finally gets it. That rewrites history a little bit. Well, a lot of it, right? Because Jey Uso would have won, blah blah blah, right? So where do you go from there? You know what I mean? They was talking about having Bad Bunny on this joint. Um, so yeah, yeah, a lot. Like from how do you get from point A to point B? I think what we got versus what they're like. This is where I think the show hurts. If you're gonna tell me this is what we should have got, and I'm looking at what we did get, I'm not saying it was horrible, but bro, you had it. You know what I mean? You had a pretty fire card. What we got was all right. What we got was all right. It wasn't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to, it wasn't, as Tay-Rock says, that's light. That car was light. You know what I'm saying? I'm still one of Tay-Rock's joints. That's light. I'm just being honest. So I wish the show doesn't exist for that premise, right? Because I don't want to know what you plan in the back. Someone had to veto that. Someone had to say no to that. Someone had okay, bet contractually we can't get this guy in. He's got X, Y, and Z schedule, whatever other obligations he has. We can't meet the deadlines, his asking price, whatever the case. What? Yo, let me have to give you some of this match card. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if from the show Unreal, can you pull up the WrestleMania proposed match card? I think I took that in my notes. I'm just too lazy to go on my notes, y'all, and look. Yeah. Here, yo. All right. WWE Championship match: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. We got that. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in a singles match. World Heavyweight Championship: Gunther versus CM Punk. Women's World Championship match was supposed to be Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. We were supposed to get the Judgment Day versus the Wyatt Six. Wyatt Six hasn't even touched the PLE since they've been here, and I think it's been over a year now. Yeah, you can't. These groups, these groups have to battle at some point. You already missed us. Yo, you remember when the Bloodline was doing numbers, but the Herb was the Her Business whatever with it Her Business Fair Syndicate. Now I'm got AEW got me tripping. Don't worry. Anytime I mess up, we're gonna take a sip. So we never got that. When you have two super groups or mega groups, even if one is here and one's here, or vice versa, right? You got to give it to us. You got to give it to us. If any like WWE realized this back at WrestleMania when Triple H took on Sting, and for some random reason they thought, yo, now it's time to do DX versus NWO. Bro, you about a decade late, ain't you? But they understood because they didn't have the properties, they didn't have the people. When they did acquire that contracts, people were able to sit out. You couldn't do what you wanted to do. I get it. I get it. I get it. You give it to us as soon as possible. But yo, women's tag team match was supposed to be Becky and Charlotte versus Io Sky and Asuka. Now we know Asuka was hurt. Yo, then you had some creepy fans doing some. But yo, that's excellent. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. We just saw the pop for Dominic. We just saw Dominic and the pop he got. If he would have battled Bad Bunny, right? We remember Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest when they was in Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny was all right. He was all right. I think that would have got Dominic not in here, but it would have put Dom a little bit more Hangman retains. um it would have put Dom's stock a little bit more up. If that was even possible. Because remember how the universe kind of works. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might have not. This would have been a sick match here. Drew versus Braun Breaker. Stone Cold was the special guest referee. I don't know how you get to that point, storytelling wise. and when you start the season. You know what I mean? But bringing Stone Cold back, Drew has great matches. Drew is a very rough, rugged individual. Braun is very athletic, very, and he's a borderline ruffian, right? Borderline ruffian. That's fair to say. Um, I'm cool with it. If the storyline is something that's like, you know what I'm saying, it's on point, then it's even better. Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable, Travis Scott would have came out with Rey Mysterio. I don't really care for Travis Scott in a wrestling ring. It would have provided some energy, especially back then. But Chad Gables can always go. And that was kind of during his luchador thing, you know what I'm saying? So like trying to like beat a luchador. 6-way ladder match. Jey Uso, Damian Priest, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed, Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental title. Bro, you can't tell me this card ain't better than what we got. Are you kidding me? Injuries take part in this. We can't put him in, but some of this is completely reworked. Um, United States Championship match, 7-way ladder match, which is crazy. Jimmy, LA Knight, Andrade, Solo, Santos Escobar, Carmelo Hayes, and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm all for it. You could have dropped one of them dudes, but if not, cool. You could have had mid-tier ladder match, 6-man one night, mid-tier ladder match, whichever title the next. And both of them would have went crazy. We didn't need Roman versus Seth versus CM Punk. However, they made that storyline kind of work. Remember that steel cage match and Roman closed the cage behind him? So that really did kind of work for me, and they made that the main event. I get it. Um, but if Jey Uso never wins that world title and you put him in the Intercontinental title and he wins, that's his second Intercontinental. That makes him more viable. He keeps that for a nice long run, and then he's walking towards SummerSlam. And to me says, let's see if Jay's not champion or if he is champion. Maybe make it champion versus champion, or Jay would have lost that belt a little while ago, and then he was the King of the Ring or something, and now he's pursuing the world title. That to me would have made sense. You put the title back on Jay. Jay's a 2-time champion, Intercontinental. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to. Jay as a singles hasn't proven much. Every time he gets a belt, he loses it. Like that. You know what I'm saying? But 2-time champion, 3-time champion, people don't really care about the length and people don't really care about the length and distance that someone carried the belt. And I say that because Edge don't have no 6-month reigns. People think Edge is an all time great. Edge has no 6-month reigns. What do you mean? Edge didn't hold that world title for 6 months, a half a year. So can I say he has more title reigns than CM Punk, but CM Punk goes Edge days. You just took more losses than me, Mr. Messenger. So yeah, I think that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, what actually aired, right? Now that was the card that was proposed. Show. This is what we got. Io, Bianca, Rhea. That's one match. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. AJ, Logan Paul. Um, Gunther, Jay Uso. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I might be missing something right there too, but yikes, you know what I'm saying? Where art thou? You know what I'm saying? Salute to you in the chat, brother. Um, I'm not saying WrestleMania was bad, but that proposed WrestleMania from Unreal, this is why I think Unreal can hurt people because that can make people turned off. Where they're like, man, y'all ain't even trying to put your best foot forward. You could look at that in that perspective, not understanding how the injuries work or if, contractually or financially, people's obligations, blah, 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 blah. Right. Um, let me see here. Copy. So I think, oh shit, what I do? Okay. Um, Easy day. Let's see what fish we pull up out the water. Um, yeah, so I think that was a little bit crazy. In that that card. This is why I don't like Unreal, but I do like Unreal. I just think there's certain things that got exposed. It's like, wait a second, you telling me with my money I could have had a Ferrari with all the bits and trims, but you sold me a Hyundai Elantra? Yeah, but it still moved. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like what happened. You tell me all those matches that I read for night 1 and 2, and this is what we got. There were some other matches. I think I left some stuff out, but I don't think it's comparable, bro. I don't think it was comparable. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Dennis Legendary, check your DM on Twitter. Check your DM on Twitter. Banda, what's the word? We talking about the Unreal joint. So if you have an opinion about the Unreal, you know what I'm saying? I would love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And not just in chat. Make sure you have the transfer portal hooked up. I know we was a little inactive. Let's not act like the elephant in the room ain't really eating peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get you. But we had unfortunately, a lot of real life situations going down at one time. And that's just what it is. But as you see, even if it's one or two or all five of us, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we gotta do to get in the building. You know what I'm saying? Uh Here we have a click member. Here we have a person that on August 27th is gonna be going head to head in wrestling bars, one round. You know what I'm saying? One round. We say it's the Wednesday Night Wars, but we really haven't seen war. We really haven't seen unrest, civil unrest, chaos. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy. We haven't really seen it. You know what I mean? August 27th, tap in, tune in. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like what's gonna happen on that day is going to be a little bit crazy. Uh, so yeah, but we are talking about the Unreal, and I would love to hear your thoughts. But if you want to hear your thoughts, if you want to tap in and be brought up, you got to be a member. Got to do it. You know what I'm saying? That bare minimum is transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? So hey, but if that's not for you, that's not for you. If it is for you, then come on, Clavis, come on. You'll be walking over. You'll be limping back. That's Nutty Professor. Um, as a fan of wrestling, I don't like it to be honest, but okay, I see you. I'm about to pull you up. Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Bad, 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 bad. Yes, sir. Sir.
We here.
Uh, What up? What up? We got Moose in the John Cena killer. For y'all that don't know, y'all know who John Cena is. He on this very pod. You know what I mean?
Hey man, what Bray
Absolutely.
Wyatt be saying? We here, nigga. Like we here,
Yo,
bro. It's
if
here. It's time. Yeah, bro. Mr. John Cena. You know Bray Wyatt. If you ever watch WrestleMania, what that was, 20? Yeah, I broke you down completely. Well, Bray Wyatt broke you down, but I'm in the spirit of Bray tonight. You know what I'm saying? So he already broke you down crazy. He already seen your whole heel turn and knew that you was beating everybody. He was actually Bray Wyatt was actually supposed to beat you at WrestleMania, but you the company man. You gotta win. You bury everybody in your career. We gonna talk about it August 27th. You feel me? But
oh
but
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
giving you facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just giving them facts right quick. You feel me? So, like, my dog definitely exposed you, you know what I'm saying, on who you really were, and he beat your ass. No crowd, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is the same thing. No crowd, no nothing. I don't need none of that, bro. This is just me and you. We gonna do the NWO segment. We gonna do the Fun House segment. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the Fiend in real life, bro? August 27th, man.
I can't wait.
Ain't
You
nobody
know I'm gonna be in
fucking
the
with my
building.
clip, bro.
And you got an event August 8th. Twitter Spaces, correct?
August 8th, yeah, August 8th is like the prelude to like what's happening on August 27th. I'm just getting the people like hyped up and ready. You feel me? I'm gonna be in my hosting bag because nobody wants to jump outside versus the Moose and this wrestling shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put Florida on right quick and let them get some shine right quick and see what they talk about, cause they talking about they wrestling fans. So I had to really question them boys, and they was giving me real answers. So I want to see what them boys do. You know what I'm saying? So I set up a whole card. It's a lot of Florida cats on there that could definitely rap. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not real battle rappers, not no niggas that's just on space. No, they had battles. Common Maze. You know what I'm saying? God Body 400. You know what I'm saying? C100. Loyal Savage. You can look these people up. You know what I'm saying? These people definitely do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Got the Attitude Era podcast. You know what I'm saying? This is big for Florida. You know what I'm saying? So it only takes, you know what I'm saying, monumental, legendary people to do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is what I'm here for, man. So it was written.
I love it. You like it, I love it. That type of energy is definitely gonna be in the building August 27th. And make sure you tap in with Moose. Follow him, Dennis Legendary. Make sure you follow him on X and whatever social media platforms you can tap in. August
And my
8th.
bad, my my bad, HP. I just want to say this. Salute to HP, bro. Real one. I can already tell, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Archie, real one.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? For even giving me an opportunity to smoke this Xena nigga. Cause I'm like, man, listen, bro. I get it. You battle Cortez. You had your little Mexican nigga announce you, bro. You don't got no announcer now, bro. You in my world, bro. No crowd, no nothing. Let's hear you rap. Cause you be on some, and I'm done rapping. No, it's time for me to rap more. Hey, bro, just time, bro. Just time it, bro. We don't want to hear you rap more. You think I ain't study your shit? You think I don't know you? No, I don't watch your real battles and your wrestling battles. I'm gonna fuck you up, sir. But it's all love. You feel me? But ain't nobody fucking with the clique. That's it, bro. This for Hulk Hogan and shit like
Yeah, I
that, bro.
mean,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I mean,
This for Hulk
I'd be
Hogan,
wrong buying.
Scott Hall, them niggas, man.
I love it. You like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy we need. I'm
Yeah, bro.
Yo, August 8th, it's going down. That's just a prelude, just like he said. That just get a taste, you know what I'm saying? And then August 27th, right here on Wednesday Night Wars. My face gonna be all up in the camera, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah, I
yo,
need
I,
I
I'm
need DNA in the building. I need tests in the building. I need everybody in the building, man. You feel me? I need y'all to see, like, yeah, man, like it's a new era, bro. I've been watching y'all do this, and like coming from somebody that though I had No Mercy, the video game, Nintendo 64, like nigga, that's my era. Yo, you
we
can
might
hear
have a
me?
little. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I was saying that, like, I had the video game No Mercy, man. I was born in 94, man. Nintendo 64 shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like when I seen the No Mercy card, bro, that was the biggest dopamine I needed to see. I had a battery in my back since last year. John Cena, I wanted to get you out of here last year. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just smoked you in the comments. You feel me? So salute to them boys for even peeping the comments, because I smoked you in the comments that day. But like now I get to do it live. Like, yo, it's easy, bro. You feel me?
I
So
love it. I love it.
salute, man.
I love it. I can't wait.
HP, what you
Hey,
think about this Unreal shit though? Cause I seen you was talking about that shit though.
yeah. So let's spin the block. Let's get back to the Unreal. So the podcast, the wrestling, like analytical me, blah blah blah. I like it. It gives me new perspective. I like it. I like it. But the fan in me, like podcast aside, be watching it, I feel like it take away. I don't, and I think Bando just
Yeah.
said it. I don't want to see CM Punk crying and acting like that. That perfectly sums up what you know what I'm saying? I don't. Okay, you getting emotional, bro. Okay. Keep that shit off cam because the CM Punk, I know you kick ass, take names. That's what you do. If you lose, you pissed, but you coming right back next week to kick somebody ass. I don't want to
Clobbering
see all
time.
that extra. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna hold you. I was just going over that card for WrestleMania. You mean to tell me you could have sold me? We got $20,000, and you mean to tell me
Yeah.
you could have sold me a Bentley for 20, but you gave me this Hyundai Sonata? Nah, nah. That's what I feel we got. WrestleMania was cool. It got me from point A to point B or to point Z.
Yeah, yeah,
But when I'm watching Unreal and you running through that card, like this is what we initially planned. Gunther versus CM Punk, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns 1-on-1, because we still ain't had that in a Mania yet. Io Sky and Asuka taking on Charlotte Flair and I think it was Becky Lynch. Like that, come on, bro. That I needed that. Bianca versus Rhea Ripley. Get out. I ain't need.
yeah,
You shouldn't have told me that. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you work a job. If anybody work a 9 to 5 or work some labor, some you know what I'm saying, some skilled labor shit, and you talking to your boss about some shit, and you dead serious, and he like, yeah, we's about to give you all a raise, and you're like, well, what happened? And he be like, yeah, we decided not to. What you mean you decided not to? You know what I'm saying? That's my money, right? So that's what I feel like. Like you stole from us a little bit. Some out of your control. Dominic versus Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny got a schedule. Bad Bunny got his own shit going on. Bad Bunny has to be contractually in it. He can't have other contractual obligations. There's a money price. There's scheduling conflicts. There's a lot. So, but had we would have got that shit, man, Dom, you thought Dom was out of here when he went to AAA. Man, they'd have blew the house down. Moose, you still there? Hey, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that's for sure is Attitude Era Podcast is here. Make sure you hit that notification bell, hit the like, drop a comment, share the broadcast. That's how we get out. You see Moose's came on. You see how Moose's name is green. That's because Moose is a member. So if you go to our YouTube, you tap in the join, you can join. And all it takes is the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is the transfer portal. 199 and we could talk
yeah.
wrestling on Wednesdays. You get drafted to a team. We could talk wrestling on Wednesdays. And then it's really going to get back to the point where we were at before. We start sending you the DMs. We start getting your input. We start having conversations, and we start going back to war. But it's all going to
And
kick off
and
again.
we could and we could really do these tournaments too. Cause after I get John Cena out here, any one of you niggas could step up for real. I want to hold the Wednesday Night Wars belt, nigga. I'm one of them types. Like I'm trying to, yeah, be like one of the reigning champions of all time, like a Roman Reigns type. Yeah, I go on a 4-year reign on you niggas. Wednesday Night Wars every week, just smoking niggas. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? John Cena, man, you just the first obstacle, man. But we going for this Ula Fala, man. We want the World Heavyweight Championship, bro. You know what I'm saying? So salute the chest, though. You feel me? But he got the Ula Fala right now. That's what I'm coming for. So, yeah, John Cena, you just one of them little obstacles, you know? Wednesday Night
I
Wars,
like,
it's going
I
down,
like,
man. Yeah, I'm
I
ready.
like.
I'm ready. The round already ready for you, bro. To be honest, the round is ready for you, bro. Like to be completely honest, the round ready. Like it's not like we couldn't battle today. Like well, nigga, we could have battled today, bro. Honestly, but yeah. But the fact
Yeah,
that
let me
it
get.
is a build up, and that's way better. You know what I'm saying?
Because I want to get more. Because one, we started being inconsistent, so it's like let's get our consistency back. Let's get more people, more eyes. This was it last Friday, I think. We started seeing new names in the chat. And I love when I see new names because that lets us know we grow. Like I can look at YouTube and YouTube Studio. I can see we're growing. Literally, I get to see the behind the
Yeah,
scenes numbers,
man, Tay
analytics.
Rock gave out 2 hours, like 2 hours of rock. Like, salute the
Yeah,
rock, man. I wanted to get on the show
yeah.
then. I was gonna be like, hey,
Hey,
Rock, I'm
trust
gonna
me.
smoke
Hey,
this John
I'll
Cena
say this.
nigga.
I'll say this without saying too much. That won't be the last time you see Rock. That won't be the last time you see it.
Salute
When you'll
Rock,
see Rock
man.
again, I don't know. But Rock is a true wrestling fan, and he's a good dude.
Yeah, nah, he's a true wrestling fan. Like, he really knows his shit. Salute to him for, like, you know, niggas be faking this shit. Like, salute the bruh for actually
Yeah,
knowing this shit. Even in the battle, like, that nigga came in. Brother Abigail, not Sister Abigail, but brother, he was on some Brother Abigail shit.
he's
Like,
so into it, bro.
yeah.
Win, lose, or draw. One thing I can guarantee with Rock, you're gonna get a show.
Oh,
He's
nah,
going to
Rock
get
is a
it.
showman,
Rock
dog.
is wrestling. You know how wrestling
Yeah.
motherfuckers is designed to lose or designed to win, but the best wrestlers can, like Shawn Michaels has more WrestleMania losses than wins, but he's still Mr.
Yeah.
WrestleMania. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
because he
Like
puts on the best shows. Yeah.
he puts on
Yeah.
the
It's
best
about
shows.
yeah. He puts on the best shows. Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
for real. Even if you talking battle rap with Tay Rock, he puts on the best shows. If
he
you
puts
put
on the
in,
best
if
show, bro.
even whoever is the most electrifying is gonna battle Tay Rock. Obviously, anybody that
And
was electrifying in battle rock, from the
I'm
Charlie
happy I
Clinton's
got
to
to
the
see Rock on
Sparks to
two
the Diddy.
stages.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. So salute to that shit. Like, shit like that is like what gives me niggas like me motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
And you should be. You should be. Because if you watch where Rock comes from in humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying? As a teenager rapping, and you don't know, like people say battle rap is dead. People say battle rap is taking a recessions. People be like, yo, battle rap is starting to gear up. Because I know you've seen that announcement for Summer Madness.
Oh wow,
Woo!
I
Lux and
seen it.
Twerk in London. I had to make
That's
sure my
insane.
passport shit good. I'm about to fly out. I'm mad I got these summer. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm mad I got SummerSlam tickets. I ain't even got the
That's
SummerSlam. I'm
insane.
waiting for the price, but I got my plane ticket and I made that bitch non-refundable because
Hey,
I
that
was like
battle
I
is
don't want to back out.
insane. That battle is insane. This is what you
Yeah,
call insanity. You
and
know what I'm
now I'm
saying? You're
mad
gonna
because
get
I'm like,
lyrical shit, but then you're gonna get like, yeah, explosiveness. Like, you know, so like I don't know which way this is gonna go. Honestly.
I can't wait.
I don't
I
know.
can't wait. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm mad because that's my London money. Really,
Whoa.
you know what I'm saying? Because I got to fly out to Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be unaccompanied. And then on
Mm.
top of that, so everything is times two. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, damn. But I'm gonna be happy. We're gonna have a great time. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm gonna do, I don't know if it's gonna be night one or night two, or if I'm going to both nights. I don't know. Um, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap in like a news reporter. We're gonna get fucking SummerSlam energy in this bitch. Straight
Yeah.
up. Like there's not gonna be no
Yeah.
like we're gonna do our predictions, we're gonna have a recap. We might have the recap on Monday. Because I fly back on Monday
Yeah.
and then do a Monday Night Raw recap. But there's going to be some ground level on air in the building. We hear who knows who could tap in. I
Whoa.
might end up backstage because I know some other people going to SummerSlam and I'm in
Yeah.
great company, brother. you know,
Yeah.
so
Nah, just have it. Like, listen, I'm gonna be so honest with you, bro. Like this, like I don't watch TV. You feel me? So like when it comes down to like shows and stuff like that, this is definitely like a show I watch. You know what I'm saying? For like, and I'm talking
I'm
about
happy to
from
hear that.
since last year when I was at work having to bust them 10-hour shifts, like just watching all those interviews of all those wrestlers and seeing their perspectives, bro. Like, yeah, I watched the whole Rikishi interview, bro. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. DNA and Z, right? I can say 1,000 things about them. 500 great things, 500 not great things. But one thing that's going to be consistent, like it, no matter what you take off the board, one thing is like they put on, like the shit that they
yeah,
believe in. Because I can't find another podcast that's not connected to the WWE in some way, shape, or form that has interviews with like Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Kane,
yeah,
Rikishi, Jacob
yeah.
Fatu,
Real
like bro,
wrestlers. These are real wrestlers, bro. Hall of Famers, actually, not just real wrestlers. Let me tell you this. Hall of Famers to the point where these are my idols, bro. Like, this is what I watch. Like, shout out to what's going on now. I get it. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Blessings to them niggas. I grew up on the Attitude Era, bro. So the fact that this shit is called Attitude Era, it hits home, bro. They named their
yeah,
card No Mercy, bro. That was my game I had on Nintendo 64. I would never forget it.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
DNA
saying?
is a
So,
genius. I wish more people gave him more credit for and I get it. If you only know DNA in the battle rap space, you're like, oh, he's in my top 10. All right, and wherever he
nah,
falls, he falls.
DNA
But
period is still Hall of Fame, like to the point where DNA
oh
is
yeah,
one of the
super,
first
super.
people.
But my thing
Yeah,
is, if people knew, if people knew, DNA will slide up even higher. Like there wouldn't be a conversation that has top 10; it'll be top five.
yo,
DNA is
DNA,
a Rushmore,
yo, the nigga
and I'm not
strapped
saying
his
that because
mom to his
I'm on the
chest,
pod
bro.
with him.
I would never
Yeah,
forget that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like I remember that DNA. Then I remember DNA telling Smack to get the fuck out of here. DNA is an innovator. This is what you
yes,
call an innovator. He's
yes,
not. And then this is why they be like, oh, DNA. He like this. What they try to do to DNA, right? They try to like say, oh, he uses all new bars, like not new bars, but like relevant bars, and like
bro,
that's how he's cheating. Like he'll just spit a whole round of relevant bars and yeah,
bro.
win the battle. And they'll be like, I'll be
I
like,
had
nah, bro. Like that's
I
how
had
you
the
rap,
privilege
though.
to interview DNA, and motherfuckers better be thanking their lucky stars that he did that because DNA can break certain things down. Like, and he's so gifted, bro.
Really.
Uh, yeah, like
Yeah,
DNA.
honestly,
So
even
it's a
even the
skill to be like,
even the
huh?
NWA shit, bro. Like even I'm sorry to even cut you off, but it even
No, no,
makes
go
me
ahead, go
remember.
ahead.
Even remember makes me remember like Summer Impact, bro. Like nah, bro. Like that whole basketball scheme they had, bro. Like yo, DNA is it's because it's DNA though. Like that's DNA style. Like that whole Clay Thompson, like any like subject. It don't matter if it's basketball, wrestling, any like he excels in that shit, bro. Like to a
I want, I want, I want
high.
people to remember this because a lot of people think of DNA as a current event bar rapper, right? And that's because of the things
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
on
that's what they be
BET,
saying.
Sports Center. But it's like I talked to DNA. Me and DNA have had
That boy was on Sports Center.
exclusive
That boy different.
conversation.
Fuck.
My favorite DNA is no Gumbar DNA, where he's not
Yeah.
using just current event bars, where he has Mufasa bars and he uses for I think it's like 12 to 16 bars, where he's breaking down the Lion King movie on an opponent, using his opponent like, bro, none of that is current. None of that is current
Yeah.
event. And he's not using
Yeah.
no gumball.
That's schemes.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
scheming actually.
So DNA when he wants to turn up, it's like this. You ever seen people who hoop and you know they gods here, but they always winning by like 4 or 5 or 3. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you're like, yo, why don't you kill this dude? He
Yeah.
battling damn near to the level of his opponent.
Uh-huh.
Damn near. You get in the current events bars, like, yeah, I'll just do it like this because this is what they want. Like,
You know what it is? He know the algorithm. That's when you know the algorithm so much that you can do that. I be seeing DNA just doing freestyles like that. Like he even did it for the Knicks. I remember when the Knicks was in the
yes,
playoffs and shit. He even did it for the
yes,
Knicks. Like he always does that, bro. Like, bro,
bro.
that's
I
hip
remember
hop though, bro.
WrestleMania
That's
ended.
real hip hop, bro.
I remember WrestleMania ended, and people like, yeah, the thing went up online after. Yeah, it went up 10 minutes after, but the man freestyled it right after. It's
Mm.
10 minutes to load, buffer, YouTube to search, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the show. You talk about 10 minutes, bro. The man did it
Bro, bro. Me personally, I'm on this show and
next
all
level,
that.
bro.
You would never hear no type of DNA slander from Legend ever because, like I say, he's the guy that strapped the bomb to his chest. He's the same guy that told Smack to get out of here because Smack thought he was gonna lose, bro. What
Yes,
is
sir.
Smack
It
talking
will.
about, bro? You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Let me get
So,
some last minute comments and then we're gonna tap up out of here. I got a couple things I gotta do. It's Wednesday night wars, but Wednesday, uh my bachelor lifestyle is Wednesday night wings. So I do wings, I do tacos. Thursday I chill out. Friday, every other Friday I take myself out for steak. That's my
yes,
schedule.
sir.
That's how I do it. Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta do it because ain't nobody else gonna do it for me.
Yes, sir. You gotta treat
On some Rock
yourself.
shit. What do you always say? 1800 shit.
Yeah.
Um,
But like, no,
but
my predictions is I'm definitely gonna get Z out of here. You feel me? My other prediction is like I'm gonna have a great card hosting this bitch for the Attitude Era. Like that's already like dope, super dope to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already pushing Florida in a great light. You feel me? Like
yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hey, make sure you tell people what's your tags, what's your social media platforms they can find you in your battles, bro. Because I want people to be able to see it so they don't think, well, I've seen Z. I know Z. I don't know Moose. Well, come get familiar with Moose.
all right, well
And
you can follow me on Twitter, King Legendary 3. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And then you can follow me on Instagram, Moose9494. You know what I'm saying? You definitely can follow me on Facebook, Dennis Legendary. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man,
Yes,
just
sir.
tap in, man, lock in, man, because August 8th is coming up. And August 27th is definitely coming up. I don't know what Buddy doing over there, but I'm already locked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna make
I don't know,
sure I
man. I
get
talked to Z. Z sound like you locked in.
all right, so
I got
it's
my
just gonna
money
be a
on
hard
you.
it's just
You,
gonna be a
you,
Hall
you.
of Fame battle, but I'm still gonna win though. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all gotta remember what Seth Rollins did. You know what I'm saying? And if you remember that, then you know what I'm going with this. You feel me? Like no matter what he does, you feel me? It really don't. This is the greatest thing
I love
ever.
it.
You know?
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So that's where y'all can hit him up. Any? Let me get. Well, I'm not even gonna ask because we done did a Hogan tribute. But let me ask this: three different WWE shows, three different starts, three different networks, and we get three different Hogan 10 bell salutes. Yay or nay? Were you good on it? Were you okay with it? Were you like, nah, they shouldn't have did it? What is your stance
On the Hogan belts.
on the Hogan? So every show, and mind you, they're on three different networks too, three different shows.
All right.
SmackDown, Raw, and then NXT. They did a Hogan 10 bell
Yeah.
salute. All wrestlers were in the building, had to stand up front, and yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir, Mike McCullough, Click Gang all day. They stood up front. They did a 10
Yeah.
bell salute to honor Hulk Hogan. Now, it
Yeah.
never said Terry Bollea. It only said Hulk Hogan and only referenced him as Hulk Hogan that I've heard. You kind of see what
Yeah.
people's stance is, especially black people, because I've seen that's a split. Hulk Hogan has brought a new. I mean, like this is different.
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie. I done been watching online. Niggas hate Hulk Hogan. They saying they don't give a fuck about what happened to that nigga. Like they actually happy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. The nigga was hella racist. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to like a lot of remarks that he made. You feel me? So like yeah, that's the outside wrestling. You feel me? If you talking about just like wrestling in itself, I feel like he definitely was one of the pioneers, though. You know what I'm saying? By Vince McMahon, starting this whole WrestleMania shit, and just like being the first person to like go like platinum as a character. Like you know what I'm saying? Like their gimmick was like Hall of Fame before Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because even like his heel turn or even before the heel turn, him with Macho Man Randy Savage, that tag team, the Mega Powers, like he did a lot of shit. You feel me? That's like okay. If you just talking wrestling, he Hall of Fame, bro. You know what I'm saying? He Hall of Fame. Outside of wrestling, he definitely said a lot of wild shit. So it's gonna always have people on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But I'ma always know that like wrestling is gonna like just honor him for wrestling. So yeah, the people gonna stand up for him and shit like that. Cause like I said, he was a pioneer. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Man, I just wanted to hear some other side. I kind of agree with you. I'm be honest. The 8-year-old me will always love Hulk Hogan. No, he's a, you know what I mean? Like he's the one who really got me into wrestling when I really didn't know it. I didn't even think he was my favorite wrestler, but I know when Hulk Hogan was
A
on,
real American.
we watching wrestling
My
because Hulk Hogan
mother
didn't just come
likes
on every week.
the
He wasn't accessible like everybody else. He didn't wrestle on WWE Superstars. He wrestled on pay-per-views
yeah,
only back then,
yeah,
and you would see him do promos throughout the week or some sort of interaction that led up to the PLE, the pay-per-view. But he wasn't
yeah.
wrestling. Saturday morning superstars. You ain't see Hulk Hogan wrestling the Brooklyn Brawler or Barry Horowitz. I don't know.
I got
Both of them
I
the
got
same.
a question. I got a question, HP. Like it's
You're
kind of like just kind of off topic, but I do like gotta ask this question. Who you think had a better career though, like Hulk Hogan or Goldberg?
Hulk Hogan, but without question, it's not even close. It's not even comparable. It's not even
Damn,
comparable. Hulk
the nigga
Goldberg.
Goldberg ain't even lose or some shit though at WCW,
It's only
right?
check this out. Even though Goldberg had 173 straight wins, Hulk Hogan was WWE champion from 1984 to 1988.
Whoa.
That says it
Okay.
all. You know what I'm saying? Hulk
So while you
Hogan.
was winning, I was still the champion, basically.
Yeah,
So
like when
why Goldberg was,
you were
yeah.
winning. People only took notice because I did a heel turn, and now people are tapping into WCW. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people tuned in when Scott Hall came over, and then Nash, and then when Hogan was the third, that like really blew it out the water. And by then,
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg had gotten big, but you could only be big because of what I did. And let's not forget, before I
Yeah.
came here, I was over there making that company big, making wrestling relevant. You, your biggest claim to fame is you won 173 straight matches. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. Goldberg is a legendary Hall of Famer, but you're
Okay.
more for more negatives in within the wrestling ring. Like, here's the thing: Bill Goldberg's peers will never put Bill Goldberg on a Rushmore.
Wow.
That's what should matter. You see what I'm saying? Like when you talk to people who play in NBA, they be like, "Yo, what happened to?" Like they will bring up Kobe. Like, wait a second, we talk
No,
about
they
one of
gonna
the
tell
best.
you about Kobe, definitely.
Yes, no one will do that about Goldberg. It's always the opposite.
Damn.
Goldberg didn't do this. Goldberg didn't do that. It's always the fans who say something about Goldberg. If you even Mark Henry, who said fuck Hulk Hogan and the DJ thing, was like, if you say a top 10 without Hulk Hogan, that's just crazy. Like, there's only
Damn.
so far you can knock him, even with your extra bullshit in there about how you don't like blah 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 and your prejudices or his prejudices or blah. There's only so far you can bring him down before
Yeah.
it's like, all right, now your list ain't even credible. And that's just the way the cookie
Damn.
crumbles.
Cause
The
I
man
and
built
that's
wrestling.
crazy. That's a crazy take. But I like the take though, cause it definitely makes sense. Cause I'm thinking you're right. Like I was banking on the all those wins he was getting. Like he was like destroying people. Like they was making it seem like this nigga was
When
unstoppable.
Hulk
Like you
Hogan
feel
was
me?
launching wrestling into the next stratosphere, appearing on David Leno, David Letterman, doing movies, which was at that time, remember, wrestlers weren't doing that. He did
Yeah.
Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny.
And he even put over Macho Man. I mean not Macho Man. What's the nigga name? What's the
He
crazy
used to
nigga?
fuck Macho Man over.
The
Every time they
Ultimate
gave Macho
Warrior.
Man a world
The
title,
Ultimate Warrior.
Hogan was like, you know what? I think I should be champion right now. He always beat in two different companies. I swear to God.
Nah, Hulk
You look
Hogan
this
was
shit up, you're like, damn,
savage,
Macho
bro.
Man was always dropping the belt to Hogan.
I'm gonna keep it a being like this nigga Hulk Hogan so savage. He got the finger poke of death. That shit even on the video game. I'm like, hell
See,
no.
and that's a super negative on Hogan, right? When you talk about wrestling, people are like, well, Hogan couldn't wrestle. You mean to tell me Hogan had less moves than Roman Reigns?
Or Jay
You tell
Uso.
me the Superman punch and the spear.
Nah, Jay Uso spam, boy. Jay Uso spam god. Super kick, spear, Uso splash. Get match
Yeah,
over.
it's like
What the fuck? You'd be like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
So,
This nigga got the same moves.
but Hulk Hogan in the '80s going all, I mean, he literally takes wrestling in the '80s and blows it out of proportion, right? Then does
Yeah.
it again in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? Then WrestleMania 18 wrestles The Rock in what is keyed as the main event in the 2000s and got one of the craziest heel returns because he was a heel in the match to start, but by the end he was the baby face.
I ain't gonna lie,
And
that
it
was
was
a
just
raw ass match. Like when The Rock was
yeah.
like hitting the nigga, and
And
then
just
he
think,
pointed at the nigga, the whole crowd on some
that's WrestleMania
you like
18.
nah, like
That's
he
WrestleMania
definitely
18.
is
He main
is
eventing.
is top 10, bro.
So he
Yeah, bro. Like
WrestleMania.
now Hulk Hogan, cause that's
He
what I'm
headlined
saying. Like
WrestleMania.
you see how Roman Reigns, got the ooh and the crowd go like that. But nah, Hulk Hogan shit more powerful, bro. Cause you gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
punching him, bro. He gonna take your punches and then point at you. The whole crowd say you. Oh my god, nah, he's Hall of Fame.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care what. Like I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely kind of crazy what he said, but just like you said,
There,
bro,
there is
you
not too
can't
many
knock him
careers.
down.
There
Yeah.
is not too many careers that can match up with Hulk Hogan. It really
I
ain't.
was gonna just
Um,
start throwing some because I don't know who you gonna throw at him to really like beat him for real. Like you gotta say niggas like
Someone will
Stone
say
Cold.
Flair. Flair's a legit one, but like honestly, I don't think there is anybody. Hulk Hogan was the face of wrestling. Period.
What about
Period.
Undertaker?
Nope.
Undertaker was
Because
kind of
Undertaker
crazy
wasn't
too.
even the man.
Undefeated
At
at
no point was
WrestleMania.
Undertaker the face of the company. And when I mean face, I mean he was the absolute the guy going out. world champion Batista. On the other brand, it was
He
John
was
Cena.
he was the face. He was the face when he was going against Stone Cold in
I
WrestleMania,
wouldn't even say that.
and
I would never
he
say at
had the
any
whole
point
Minister
Undertaker
of
was the
Darkness or some
face of
shit.
the company. I don't. I
Yeah, like
Stone
you
Cold.
remember
Stone Cold was
when
the highest selling guy.
yeah, you're right. Listen, Stone Cold was definitely the face and definitely, yeah, but like he Undertaker was definitely the champion though, and he had the Minister of
Undertaker was a
Darkness behind him
cornerstone.
too.
Like when you got certain guys, think about the top of a pyramid. Like the pyramid need all of its sides to do what it does for that top to hold up. And Undertaker was a
Yeah,
side to a lot of people to hold them up. Hulk, he's one of Hulk's biggest rivalries. He's one of Shawn Michaels' biggest rivalries. He's one of
Stone Cold.
Yokozuna's biggest rivalries. Bret Hart's biggest rivalries. Stone Cold's big. Like they all needed the Undertaker to get. You know what I mean?
Triple
So
H,
Undertaker is
The
definitely a true
Rock.
cornerstone.
He faced all of them.
So Taker is
He
definitely,
faced all of
but
them. Like
at no
that
point
why
was he ever the face of the company. He was never the guy they built everybody else around. Even Kurt Angle needed. I don't even think Kurt Angle was ever the face. I think he was one of the cornerstones at one point too for a long time.
yeah, he was
And the
just like
reason
you
I say
say,
that,
that pyramid scheme was crazy that you guys built, you feel me? Because now it makes me think of like a Shawn Michaels. Like, was Shawn Michaels ever the face? Or was he a
yes,
cornerstone? You know what I'm saying?
96 going to 98 up to Stone Cold, and then prior to him is Brett.
Okay, okay.
Brett has a weird place because whenever the company didn't get what they wanted from someone, they just re-put Brett as champ. So it's like
Uh,
I think Brett is actually that top piece, and the other people are the sides holding him up. And Brett has some good sides. I'm gonna tell you, coming out of '95, once Shawn wins the world title, Stone Cold starts to emerge as a top tier, but Stone Cold's not up here yet. He's like still coming of age. Bret Hart is the guy that gets him over.
he had to fight
When Shawn
Brett.
Michaels is
Yeah,
coming of
Brett.
age, Shawn Michaels is the guy. Brett is the guy who gets Shawn over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brett got a lot of people over.
Yeah, that whole,
Straight
just
up.
like you say, the Bret Hart and Stone Cold match is one of the most underrated matches. And Stone Cold was busted open crazy, and he didn't even tap out, but he got so much more like, you know what I'm saying, praise for not tapping out, and you know what I'm saying, going out
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
it's
You
a
know what I'm
double
saying,
flip.
and Bret
Stone
still
Cold
retained the
starts off as
title.
a heel. Stone Cold starts that match off as a heel. He ends it as a babyface. Bret Hart started that match off as a
Mm.
babyface, and he ended up being a heel by the end of the match. So
And,
when you
and
have a
he,
double turn like that, bravo to both men. You know what I mean?
that's
And
how you
go
know
back and
at
watch the Survivor
SummerSlam.
Series match. Mhm.
Yeah,
I would say go
that's how
back and
you
watch the
know at
Survivor.
SummerSlam.
Which one is SummerSlam? Brett versus
No,
Taker
that's what I'm
or
saying.
Stone Cold versus
That's how you
Taker?
know at SummerSlam that. No, what I'm saying is that's how you know at the recent SummerSlam that's gonna happen. A double turn is happening because Cody Rhodes' character is dry as hell. Dry as like one of the cactuses out there. He wanted the king of the ring shit. Nobody gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like niggas felt like he stole that shit anyways. And they tired of him winning, you feel me, honestly. So he got to it. Then John Cena, he got the one of the most trash heel turns. You know what I'm saying? He got a little couple moments and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I liked it a little pipe bomb shit, but overall it's not impactful like you would think it'll really be. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, I see the double heel turn definitely coming. You know what I'm saying? As far as like Cody
Oh yeah,
going heel, he gonna hit him with the belt, shit like that. Cody might win, bro. Cody might win because, like, if you really think about it, you gotta stretch John Cena days. You know what I'm saying? Like, John Cena can't just keep being a champion because his shit kind of stale. You know what I'm saying? His reign is stale. He loses it. Now the people behind him, now they want him to win, and now he's a face again, and now he can run back to the ring. Like, you know, remember how John Cena used to run to the ring? Like niggas want to see that again, bro. Like when he do that to the camera, he talked to him on some. This is the last time now. It's time to go get him. And he run to the ring like, nah, niggas already pumped up and
that's two
hyped up for
works,
that
Stu.
already. Yeah, bro. So
Yeah,
I, I
facts.
see the turn coming just for even hearing the history of all these people that are coming to the match as heels but turn into a face. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Kenny Luchador, salute to you on Instagram, brother. Well, yeah, I just wanted to tap in with you, get all this stuff in. We've been on about an hour. I'm about to slide on out. Make sure to tap in, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? We like to do the recaps and all that. This is Wednesday Night Wars. Make sure to follow Moose, aka John Zena Killer, aka Dennis Legendary. Make sure to follow him on the social media platforms. August 8th. If you're not
Yes,
familiar
sir,
with battle
man.
rap, it's the
August
worst
8th,
place to
man.
start. Yeah, right here on Twitter Spaces. So it's
It's
not
going
gonna cost you
down.
nothing. It ain't, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is just tap in. And then right here, August
Yeah,
27th,
you just want y'all to
Wednesday Night
tap in.
Wars.
That's it. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
John Cena
August
Killer.
27th.
You hear me? That's it. I'm just here to, you know what I'm saying, do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Yes,
fucking
sir.
with my clique. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan leg drop
Absolutely.
coming. You dig?
Hell yeah. Well, till next time, y'all, make sure, like I said, hit the notification bell so whenever we go live, you get the notification, you can tap in with us. And until next time, we'll holler at y'all later. We out. Peace.
That is new era.